What's going on, guys? It is T90 Official, and I hope you're ready for some Age of Empires 2, because that is what I have here for you. We have an outstanding match between Vivi and Yo, two of the best Chinese players in the world, and the two most popular Chinese players in the world as well. Vivi nowadays, the Fat Dragon, he seems to be one of the most popular players in the English community, actually, but he is the most popular Chinese player in their community, from what I'm told. And then we have Mr. Yo, the King of China, who's right behind him in popularity, and I think slightly ahead of Vivi nowadays in skill. So Yo's in the north of the map. We have a good old-fashioned Arabia game. Haven't seen one of those before. He's playing as the Incas, and then we have Ethiopians for Vivi in the red in the south. So before we cast this game, and it is exceptional, there's a reason that I'm casting this one for YouTube. I just want to take a moment or two to shout out, or not shout out anyone really, just promote my 24-hour stream. Because I believe this will be uploaded on a Friday, and the day after this upload, I will be streaming for 24 hours. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going to be on that stream, for those that might be able to make it. Now, of course, it is the nature of YouTube that people might see this a couple days after I upload it. So if that happens, all the best content from the 24-hour stream will be on YouTube, so you don't have to fear on missing out. But before the game gets too developed here, I just want to talk about that. So some of the key highlights of the stream is we will have Vivi, who's in the red here, playing Leary, an amazing player, in a 7-game set. Is $100 of victory, and they will play all 7 games with different maps. Those who are there on the stream will have an opportunity to vote for the maps, and it'll be a lot of fun. After that, I'll be casting a regicide, or maybe a few regicide diplomacy games. That will be between a lot of regulars on my stream and moderators, and my co-caster will be Spirit of the Law. Yes, that is right. The popular Age of Empires 2 YouTuber, Spirit. He will be my co-caster. That will be a lot of fun. My brother will stop by. We'll do a challenge. My brother's not very good at the game. He is a self-proclaimed noob. And we have some challenges set up where we will play a 1v1 and he will actually have a chance. That's always a good time. We will have a co-op challenge where myself, Dave, and MBL will control the same point of view, but have a series of challenges that we have to accomplish. And the goal is to essentially get points for your challenges, but still win the game. And as you can imagine, since we're playing one person, the challenges can be pretty complicated. So I won't talk too much more about it, but it does start at 7 a.m. EST on Saturday. That is noon for most in Europe, or that is 12 GMT. I know that you guys have busy lives apart from Age of Empires 2. I know that many of you might not like the live stream atmosphere or feel, I guess, I don't know. But if you were unaware, I just wanted to let you know. Make sure to stop by. It'll be a good time. So, all right, back to the game here. We have Incas and Ethiopians. And if you don't know much about this new KOTD2 Arabia map, it is very open, which leads to more aggression. And Mr. Yo and Vivi, they're both aggressive players. And Chinese players just have this stubborn style. And I don't know what the YouTube title will be yet, but I imagine it might have something to do with stubbornness. Because this game is all about being stubborn. And honestly, just being able to read the map. It's a huge, huge part of the game, and I think it's something that Chinese players do especially well. So Mr. Yo, he has Incas, and Incas, they're notorious for going tower rush. If you take a look at their tech tree, their buildings cost 15% less stone, so that would apply to their towers. Also, they're a great man-at-arms rush civilization, so men-at-arms and towers, they normally go hand in hand. They definitely go hand in hand with Incas. And already, Mr. Yo is forward. He sees all 3 golds for Vivi. Vivi's main gold is here. His second gold is here. His third is here, right on this left-hand side. So he also sees the stone. And this stone here, he sees everything, right? So if he's going to be placing towers, he knows where his target should be. Now, Vivi is Ethiopians. And Vivi's civilization is actually quite good for dealing with man-at-arms tower rushes. It's a great archer civilization. He gets plus 100 food, plus 100 gold when he reaches the next stage, so that's helpful. It's like a free man-at-arms upgrade or a free fletching upgrade, essentially. Allows for some flexibility. But anyway, Vivi will be in feudal age much later than Mr. Yo will in this game. And Mr. Yo, He's gone up so early, I don't think he can even afford to make a barracks and go man-at-arms. He's on only 18 villagers, 19 population. Oh, and he's actually finding... You know, the players are so close. I believe those are his goats? Maybe they're Vivi's. I'm not too sure whose goats those are. Maybe they're Vivi's. But anyway, it doesn't matter. He'll send them back to his base, and he's coming forward. So again, the name of the game in Age of Empires 2... is scouting most times. And Vivi already sees the villagers coming forward. He also sees that his opponent's on stone, so fantastic scouting from both. And Vivi goes, okay, I can't let him get the first tower up. I need to rush this down. Now he goes to rush it down, and Yo intelligently walls off his tower. These players are both Chinese, so they're not going to have much lag in these games, so they can do that. And once the first tower goes up, the second one can go up, and Mr. Yo's strategy is to deny resources from his opponent. It could kill villagers on berries if Vivi's not careful. Now Vivi, the fat dragon, instead of staying at home, his response to this is to actually go forward. And he sees his opponent's golden wood is here, and look at this ballsy tower. So he's getting man-at-arms, and he's in feudal age later, but he's going to place a tower right next to his opponent's base. And this is not something Mr. Yo would ever expect. And Mr. Yo does not have the stone to build a defensive tower at home because he's building the offensive one here. So that's 3 towers for Yo now on the front. He denies 1, 2 of Vivi's golds, and that stone. Third one is in range. Vivi now denies 2 of golds from Yo. So he denies this one and this one, essentially. So can you see where this is going? Can you see where this is going? Vivi has the man-at-arms here, and Yo, again, with the intelligent walls, will keep the man-at-arms from getting through. And he keeps his stone secure for now. Now, a real concern for players is oftentimes food, because they have so many villagers collecting stone. The towers cost 50 wood now, so they don't have a lot of wood remaining to make farms for food. And wow, look at this. Oh, it's also worth pointing out, hold the phone here, Noobcaster, I apologize. I was too busy talking about stuff. I forgot to mention this. So another thing that Incas get is their villagers are affected by blacksmith upgrades. And Mr. Yo researched... Tech tree is not my specialty. Don't say it, YouTube, I know. He also researched scale mail armor, so now he has melee and pierce armor with his villagers. So that would apply to his infantry units and his vills. Look at the stats there, and then compare that to Vivi's villagers. Alright, now we continue. So Vivi was hoping to build a defensive tower before Yo arrived, but Yo has the tankier villagers, and so Yo denies this wood line, and that tower will deny a farm as well. Meanwhile, Vivi loops around, hoping to hit Yo's stone, and Yo says, okay, he must be coming here, and he arrives, and Vivi tries to quick wall, but Yo got there so quickly, and so Vivi's forced away. Now, Yo will fight with villagers against the scout and the man-at-arm. Almost seems like he could lose a villager here. This is a scrappy one, he should, as she'll go down. So well played Vivi as he runs away with these villagers. He loses a villager at his base. So again, scrappy, messy. This game is all about map control, guys, and map awareness. So I'm actually going to pause it again because I can do that as it's a recorded game. Let's talk about the resources that the players have available at all times. I mean, we are forgetting about the fact that, yes, they need food. Like Vivi's getting here with the zebras. That's all important. But let's just stick to the simple gold and stone focus. So each player gets a main gold and then 2 4-tile golds. Vivi has his main gold here, 4-tile, 4-tile. Then each player gets a 5-tile stone and a 4-tile stone. So here's the 4-tile, Vivi can't take that. And then here's his 5-tile, okay? So keep that in mind while we have Mr. Yo's gold here, here, and here. He can't take any of them comfortably right now. His stone he's already on. His other stone, I'm not really sure it's here. Okay? Now, Mr. Yo does have that gold in the north. It's actually a neutral gold. Those are always random. So he's fortunate to have that much. I believe the other one's in the right-hand corner, which is a bit further away for Vivi. But yeah, man, I mean, 1 farm eco for Yo at the moment. He has a few berry villagers, of course, but he really doesn't have the best economy. And they're both building towers now. And this is a close game. this is a close game. You have a 1-farm eco for Vivi as well. He just finished his zebras, so he'll need to collect more wood for more farms. And he needs to keep an eye on the towers that Yo keeps building. And Vivi, nice timing on that. He knows only 5 villagers can go into this tower. So he sends 3 forward, the other 5 build, finish, and hop in this tower. And so Yo will be denied yet again. But Yo is not finished. He will build another tower. And you can bet that Vivi's gonna tower Mr. Yo. Vivi comes forward with the zebra villagers. They don't have anything else to do. And he starts building a tower, which is honestly not the best tower on Yo's wood line. I believe he didn't build it further forward because he didn't want Yo to spot it. So Vivi's running all around with these 4 villagers. He's building a tower with these 5 villagers. He's fighting with these vills as Yo is building another tower. That's actually quite a bad tower for Mr. Yo. I wasn't sure on it at first, but both the towers that Vivi has ranges this. So I don't know where Mr. Yo is going with that. I also don't know where Mr. Yo is going with this. He must not have known there was a tower going up there. So it was a good placement for Vivi. And, you know, it's just sloppy. Yo has 75 wood. He does not have the wood to build another lumber camp elsewhere. And pretty soon he could lose his only lumber. Again, gate attempt from Mr. Yo fails as Vivi runs by. Vivi is just passing, and Yo is just passing into Vivi's base. So I am notorious for not liking towers, and it's a big joke in my community. However, when towers are placed intelligently, I really like them. Unless they're, you know, placed next to my base and my golds, then it's different. But when I'm watching other people, it's fine. Like it's like a chess match, you know. They're jockeying for position. If they move too early on one side, then they could be vulnerable on the other. Age of Empires is like a big, complex chess match, and it's almost easier to see that when it's developed so slowly as a tower rush. So this tower here was absolutely crucial for Vivi. The second tower, well, the first tower was good, but the second tower denied berries and the wood line. This third tower could deny farm space. And Yo, knowing that, sends 12 villagers out here, or something like that. Let's see. 9 villagers out here to finish this tower. And Vivi's just going to go up. So, you know, with this, he's just forcing Yo to be more idle than he really wanted to. I don't think he'll kill anything because of the armor upgrades on the vills, but it's worth it to do that. Now, you notice Mr. Yo is getting wood here now. That is something that Vivi is unaware of unless he sees the trees are chopped. Mr. Yo is now towering Vivi. Vivi's losing his farm space. Yo walked the whole way around and is starting again. Now, again, I would hate to be one of the players, but you know, Vivi and Yo, they're known for this style, and they're doing the same thing to each other. And it's actually playing out in a really interesting fashion. Their economies are not strong whatsoever. Soon, Yo will run out of that stone there. He can build maybe a few more towers. Vivi will probably tower the right side of this wood line here in a second. But Mr. Yo... is he going to fight this? No, he's building his defensive tower. Mr. Yo is walling up some of these towers. That's an important thing to note. You won't see players do that sometimes, and it can be really frustrating. And when the towers just get battered down. Both Yo and Vivi delete their tower here. And Vivi is collecting more zebras because he's lost a lot of his farms. Okay, so here comes Yo again. This guy has walked circles around Vivi's base with this batch of villagers. And he goes to build the tower, and that tower is not going to work for him. He should notice that Vivi's is going to be up first. And he'll probably bail there. He gets the wood on the right. He has this wood still. Vivi has not noticed that. And Vivi's building another tower here. Okay, he was thinking about it. Now it was just a fake. Just a prank, bro. Now, I would say that if Yo wasn't Anka's, he would have lost some vills by now. But because he has the villager armor, these villagers have really withstood the attack. Obviously, he might not have been as bold if he wasn't playing with the Incas. If he was playing as Mongols or some other civilization, he wouldn't have sent villagers as aggressively. But finally, he thinks about going home as he figures, okay, Vivi has this right side of his base secured, and I have Vivi's gold here, here, and here in my sight, and there's no way he can get it. And so, after killing 2 towers here, he will now batter this one down. Vivi, his best gold option is actually right here, and Mr. Yo sees that, must know there's something going on out here, and he'll build an outpost for more line of sight. So, you know, I talked about the strength with the towers and whatnot, but we are getting to the point in the game. What died there? Oh, one of Vivi's villagers. Okay, she wasn't on my screen, but we are getting to the point where players will need to transition into something else, right? Now, this can be a bit awkward for Ethiopians, because Ethiopians, they typically go archers. Incas, they would probably go Eagle Warriors here, which, well, they have high Pierce armor. They'd counter those archers. So, I think that Vivi would ideally have a bit of an advantage going to Castle Age, or he has to win in Feudal Age before Yo is able to get a big ball of Eagles. Now, you see this tower go up for Vivi. Yo, again, counter tower, counter tower. And Vivi has an archer here, though, with fletching, so this would be a little bit more help. Just being annoying now. And Yo is towering here, which is his own wood line, by the way. And he sees Vivi's there, and Vivi's building another tower. This game is incredible. For a tower war, this is pretty damn good. And at the same time, Vivi is towering this wood line because he sees Yo is on it finally. Like, my goodness, there's 3 different areas on the map where they're towering and microing, and the Fat Dragon will kill 2 vills here, and he takes the vill lead. So again, this would be an excellent time to plug my live stream. You can find the link in the video description because on Saturday, I'll be casting Vivi vs. Leary in a 7-game set live. And look at this, Vivi's building another tower here. Now, I think both towers will go up and Vivi could take some losses if he's not careful. But my word, man. That was 6 towers going up on 3 different areas of the map. All at once. All for different woodline areas. Vivi seems to have walled in or tried to wall in Yo's villagers here. He's trying to build another tower here. And what is happening here, man? Yo and Vivi fighting with vills. I guess, you know what? Vivi will finish his tower. And Yo might have some armor, but he can't stick around here for too long. This is the most aggressive 28-minute tower rush game you'll probably ever see. Look at the blinking lights on the minimap for a second. That is all of Vivi's buildings that are being attacked by towers, just to give you an idea. Now, villagers are just dropping like flies. You have villagers inside his tower for Yo. He's repairing, and he will garrison, and he will probably win this little tower dispute because of that. Yo fought with villagers here. They both lost some. He killed Vivi's tower, but he's killing more of Vivi's villagers. Still seems to me like Yo is either not creating vills or he's losing more. Look at this. These are weak vills. He's at 44 villagers. It is 52 for Vivi. Another one goes down for Yo. Another one goes down for Yo. There's weak ones which could still go down for Yo. And they're fighting out of here as well. And Vivi's losing some. I guess Vivi's just not paying attention. You know, Yo got the attack upgrades for his vills. I apologize for missing seeing the attack upgrades. But the attack upgrades must really be helping here. Oh my goodness. And Vivi's back with another tower. He's back with another tower. He's still controlling some of this area. And Yo, let's pause. Yo does not have wood here. Yo does not have wood here. He could take that there in a second, but he doesn't have it. He does have this wood. He does not have this wood, does not have this gold. I mean, it's not too bad for Yo if you compare it to Vivi's situation, I suppose. Vivi's missing all 3 golds and a stone. He has a wood line, but he's actually out of his starting stone. And, oh, he found the neutral. Okay. He found the neutral. So, sometimes I feel bad when someone like Yo finds that extra gold in the back. It's a bit unfair on Vivi for Yo to have that there, but it's a bit unfair for Yo, for Vivi to have this here. It's just part of the game, part of scouting. And alright. You know, guys, somehow, some way, while Mr. Yo has been fighting with his economy, he is 5 gold away from clicking up to the next stage. You know, he's not on gold, so he needs to finish that market and sell a little bit of something. And then he will be able to click up to Castle Age. Vivi, as he will kill a villager there, maybe more. He only has 200 food. So obviously we're focusing so heavily on the towers, it's impossible for us to focus on the eco at all times. But my goodness, is that a big difference. And Yo is on the way to Castle Age now. I wonder where Vivi's going with these villagers. Well, he sent the wrong group. These villagers haven't healed up yet. He lost one in the process. Where are you going, man? Maybe he's hoping there's a gold out here, actually. That could be it. He might just be hoping there's gold because he's desperate for it. He does see that gold in the north. He can't get to that. He does not see this one on the right. He actually has quite a bit of scouting in. And okay, he goes to the stone now. Vivi's trying to tower more, but Yo is just fighting him back with villagers. And I think this is where Yo needs some Eagle Warriors. Yeah, there we go. Vivi has some of this gold, I guess. Yo is making his barracks, so he will go for Eagle Warriors. Does not have many of them right now, but a few of them, with upgrades, could run underneath the towers and kill more of Vivi's villagers. And you also have to remember that even the +2 attack or defense upgrade for Yo would be a good thing here in Castle Age, since he's Incas. Sometimes I wish we could see the exact same game played out with different civs. Obviously, these guys are not bots, so it's not possible, but I really wonder how well Yo would have done here. I wonder if he would have even lived in some of the fights if he wasn't Incas. I don't think he would have. So, both players attacking their towers, and because of the extra attack that Yo's villagers have, he will hold on there. And so, Vivi has to run again. Yo's tower stays up. And this is all before the eagles come out. And Yo's just fighting with vills everywhere you look. Everywhere you look, he's fighting with vills. Vivi builds a tower. Yo batters down a tower. And now Yo has Eagle Warriors. Was an eventful game. Was a messy game. Was a sloppy game. But Vivi needs Castle Age or this game is over for him. And he's just not in the shape he needs to be economically to get there. The ridiculous thing is that Yo has 10 less villagers than his opponent, but the KD is insane. He has 32 kills, 19 deaths. He's been killing so much with mainly villagers. Of course, a few towers helped, and of course the Eagles will definitely help now. And Vivi, you know what? He's making man-at-arms to counter the Eagles. He realizes that he's not anywhere close to the next stage. So he'll make some man-at-arms to counter the Eagles. Probably not that good, though. He'll just run into more towers. And speaking of towers, Yo gets this up. Vivi builds a counter tower. Vivi's attacking with his villagers. And he's shooting with his tower. But Yo will build a new tower. Repair this one. And then garrison this one. And... his vills are getting hit by this, you know? Like, that's kind of the point. His vills are getting wrecked by this. They're very weak. Yeah, and now Yo is building another town center, and even though there's blinking lights everywhere, even though Yo does not have access to a lot of his resources, he finishes off Vivi's villagers there, and all he needs now is a little bit of food with a lot of gold, and he has that coming in. What's Vivi's plan now? Vivi does have 500 food, but will he lose too much ground by the time he gets to Castle Age? That's the question here. You know, I think the difference in this one is that Yo was the offensive player and Vivi was mainly the defensive player. He's on his way to Castle Age! Okay. But yeah, since Yo was the one to take initiative here, he was able to get a jump start on denying Vivi's resources. Obviously, you know, the placement of the resources always being different is interesting. Oh, wow, look at this. Vivi has villagers in the north. He left this because, remember, Yo towered it. Vivi, he found this gold. I thought Yo would find it. But unfortunately now, like, Vivi's halfway to Castle Age, but these villagers are weak and exposed. He won't win a Vil fight. He's... Oh, geez. He realizes it's desperate now. He's trying to quick wall and build a tower. The battering ram will just kill the tower and the walls. And these villagers... Oh, God. Fat Dragon is trying his best here. Not the best quick walling we've ever seen. Don't think it would have saved these villagers, though. Oh, geez. He fails there. This has got to be demoralizing. Yo finishes the tower. Vivi's running by this tower and possibly into many more eagles. And what's Vivi making? Nothing. In fact, he's going to lose his barracks in 69. 69 more hits, of course. What a meme. The Fat Dragon always is. Vivi getting a very late horse collar upgrade. That's more like Dave right there. To get a horse collar upgrade that late after building so many farms. That's a waste of wood, Vivi. What can he go with? He will lose his barracks as he's making man-at-arms. Longsword would probably be the play, in all honesty. So he can build another one. He's 6 villagers behind. He found this gold too? How did Vivi find this gold? Vivi finds all the extra golds. Okay. Well, these villagers are merely trying to survive at the moment. Forging's on the way for Vivi. He loses his barracks now. He probably wasn't aware that it's lost, or was going to be lost. He was counting on that. 1 TC play from Vivi, a little bit of map control still. Yo is on 2 town centers creating villagers. Yeah, 2 town centers creating villagers, and he's getting his resources back, and the GG's called. In all honesty, I still think that Vivi could win this game. I think a lot of it is, I mean, it was going to be difficult, but I think a lot of it is the score. Yo was so dominant with his kills. Yo had amazing placement with his towers. There was many things that happened in this game, but look at the score difference. Vivi probably saw that, realized that it was too, or thought it was going to be too difficult for him. I mean, in reality, he might be able to fight back and hurt Yo a bit, but I don't see how Vivi could easily kill all these towers. If he were to send rams or mangonels, I guess, after these towers, Yo would just send in a few eagles, which he had the gold for, swoop in and kill the mangonels. So that is actually one game between these two players. And the second one is going to be an Islands game. And I think I'll upload that a few hours after this one. Now, the Islands game is even better. It is absolutely fantastic. And I hope you guys will enjoy that one. We've seen some team games on Islands recently that have been good, but not so many 1v1s, which really get excited over. And the next game you'll see was fantastic. 46 kills for Yo, fantastic game for him. There's the eco stats. What's interesting about this is Vivi had more food collected. I'm trying to figure this one out. I guess Vivi lost more units, so, you know, the food he was using was being wasted, but you'd think that Vivi's castle time could be a little bit stronger with that. Yo, of course, did have the gold. Alright, and there's the uptime difference. This was a deciding factor in Feudal Age. Yo hitting Feudal before the 9-minute mark. Strong play. So once again, guys, it might not be your cup of tea on YouTube, it's fine, but if you are interested in stopping by the stream, I know time zones can be difficult, and a big reason why people can't stop by streams is because of the time zones and some other reasons. But I'll be live for 24 hours on Saturday. Look forward to the next YouTube upload, though, because it's going to be fantastic. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for watching.